by the Speaker to the Senate, Senator Kingi. Then you realize there's a melody going on during photo session. We request all the senators to go by that rhythm. Yeah. No, it's already it's harmony. You can get the music the way it's going. Yes, the clerk Nyangenye Jeremiah is now fully integrated as a member of Turkana elders. So whatever decisions are made about the community, you will freely participate. You are most welcome. Now let's have yes. I just lakini with time you will catch up. Sasa hiyo ni kazi yenu. Now let's have a group photo led by the speaker. A proposal by one of our colleagues that you move from there according to the rhythm of the song. Wachukue hiyo ni kama mnatembea mkiingia hivi. Mama, tutakuwa tumeharibu nini? Picha.
Mereke
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That's a good one. Because of time, we have presents for other senators who are not in, including the leadership who are not in. We'll liaise with your clerks to hand over all those items so that they can be distributed to the members either in Nairobi or when they come to the chambers, because I won't be there. So I want to say thanks, and I want to give out the mic to Senator Speaker of our Senate, Mheshimiwa Kingi.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Speaker of the County Assembly of Turkana. On behalf of the Senate, as an institution, and on my own behalf, allow us to still express and continue expressing our gratitude for the kind of hospitality you've extended to us. Not just you as the Assembly, but even the county government, the executive. I think since we got here, we were well received. We feel home away from home. There has been some whispers, especially from the majority leader, that if possible, we extend time so that we next week the Senate sits here next week. But you know, that is subject to SBC sitting and other consideration that may not be granted to the majority leader. So we want to say thank you so much for the allowing us, in fact, to use your chamber during this week. We have interacted with you. We've interacted with your leadership. Our committees have interacted with their counterparts in the County Assembly of Turkana. And I believe we have learned both ways, you know. The senators have learned from the experience of the members of the County Assembly, and likewise I want to believe that members of the County Assembly have also learned a lot from the senators. We have come face to face to what we read about Turkana, and I believe we are better prepared to handle matters from Turkana as a Senate, because we have first-hand information. As you're aware, we were not just here for the plenary, but our committees have been, you know, going out there, you know, looking, trying to see the projects as contained in the reports that are always filed with the Senate. Sometimes you're told us county government has built a dam or a fish pond. Remember, there's a time majority leader was telling me that they were taken to a river and to look for the fish. And certainly, you cannot put a fish here today and hope to go back and show people. You know, it must have swum downstream. So the senators have had that opportunity to actually go see this project, and that is what we call effective oversight. We have built a lot of friendship. I believe going forward, this should translate to better service delivery in this county. Thank you so much for the gifts. I remember the first meeting we held with the leadership. You had made certain requests, just as a way of appreciating the kind of welcome and the gifts you've given to us. I want to say that as a Senate, we will donate these books that are here. We are not taking them home. All these laws of Kenya, we are leaving them behind, plus all the improvement that we have done, including the gallery and other improvements that we did in this chamber. As for the communication gadgets, I have received a letter from the clerk putting forth your request. We will consider that, and we will see once we're back in Nairobi how we can be able to consider that. But we will, let me not make any promises on that, but we will consider it, and a communication in that regard will be sent to the County Assembly of Turkana. Let me, on behalf of the Senate, gift you, Speaker. Maybe you walk up here. Now, Speaker, this is a symbolic chair of the authority of the Speaker. This chair was brought here because the Senate was coming here. It is a brand new chair, but we're not taking it back. So this is a gift from the Senate to the County Assembly of Turkana. So receive it, my brother. You can proceed to have a feel of it. Yes. Great. Thank you so much, my brother. Asante sana. Asante. Thank you. Thank you.
Basi tupigie Speaker makofi. Bwana Speaker, we are really very delighted for that gesture and interaction we have had with you for the last 1 week. And we pray that when you, as you proceed back to Nairobi after today's session, tomorrow or Saturday, it's our wish that you stay longer. And you have properly advised the leader of majority that this request may be considered maybe at another level, which level I think would be made either today or tomorrow, or at a time you'll advise. So I wish that you stay longer, but that is now upon your consideration. And mtasafiri salama, Mungu awapeleke, and we would still be more than ready to host you around for any other moment. In the event that any other county or county assembly does not meet the requirement of hosting the Senate, we'll be more than ready to have you on this side of the country. Thank you and be blessed. Yes.
Thank you.
Our intention of having this session is to hand over some souvenirs to the leadership in memory of this sitting. This sitting is one of the historical sittings, and it may take another 44 years for such a sitting to be convened in the county of Turkana. Since my understanding of this Senate Mashinani is that it is a rotational initiative. Therefore, no county or county assembly can have this sitting twice before another one has had its share. So, as Turkana County, we are very lucky that this event has happened. This Senate Mashinani has happened in our lifetime, when we have the strength, when we are also in power. And I wish to thank the leadership of the Senate for having seen it fit to have this sitting in Turkana amid all the challenges that have been there. Honorable Speaker, I wish to say that we have some, as a culture in Turkana, we have ways of recognizing elders. We have ways of recognizing elders, so that in a mix of people, you can stand out prominently as categorized as an elder. Even during the meat sharing session, food is distributed, especially when men are alone, according to some form of clusters. Therefore, we are going to crown you as an elder of Turkana. We are also going to recognize our colleagues, the leader of majority, leader of minorities, plus other senators, as the leaders who have who will go into the annals of history as having had a session in this county. So with that, those few remarks, maybe I will request you to, we will make yours later. I would run through the program. Senator Amason Kingi, EGH, MP. Oh, leaders. Okay, karibu.
One is testing, two, testing.
This is how we should lead the chamber today. Yeah, it's allowed. Speaker. I'm sure that we will bless you this year. Hata mimi mwenyewe haiwezi anguka. Iko sawa.
Is now he has now been crowned as one of the Turkana elders.
Once everything's perfectly organized, I'll start working on my thesis.
Grammy will ensure you.
Now, the speaker can even preside today's session in this paraphernalia. Yes, and is fully recognized as an elder according to the Turkana culture.
Okay, our next person to be inaugurated is Senator Aaron Cheriet, the majority leader of the Senate.
I think Senator Aaron Cheriot is now fully integrated, according to the Turkana culture, as an elder. Okay. Yes. Cheriot. Na akirudi mara ya pili hapa for any other function, anachukua jina ya local.
Niendelee. Next, Senator Stewart Mazayo, the minority leader of the Senate.
Senator Mazayo is now fully crowned as a Turkana elder according to the Turkana culture. He could be an exception. Yes.
Next is Senator Boni Kalwale, the majority whip of the Senate.
Now, Senator Halwale, Senator Boni Halwale, apart from being one of the senior elders in the Luo Nation, has also gotten an opportunity to be crowned one of the leaders and elders in Turkana according to Turkana culture. He's now free to practice any other culture in Turkana, including polygamy. Unataka, just have a seat. Thank you. Can now move to the next person.
Next is Senator Veronica Maina, the members of the speakers panel.
Senator Veronica Maina, according to our culture, I'm supposed to address you, but the culture does not allow me to address you. You can only be addressed by another lady. Yes. Please allow them to address you on our behalf. Yes. Now, our next member is Dr. Lelegwe Ayuko. Oh, yes. And the Deputy Majority Whip. I will request my deputy to proceed and perform that ceremony. Dr. Lelegwe is now fully integrated as a Turkana elder according to the culture, and he can mix now freely with elders wherever they meet, even decision making. Yes. Thank you, thank you. The last in that category, last senator in that category is Dr. Senator Abdul Haji. Senator Abdul Hadi, please move forward. But we can influence your entry there from this direction. We can influence your admission the other side from there. Yes. Senator Haji. Yes, Senator Haji is now, although he has confirmed to us that he has not been admitted from the other side to that club of elders, we have influenced his admission from this direction. The moment he lands there, you will automatically ascend. He's now fully an elder according to the Turkana elder. Yes, take out that matter. You can pause for a photo using your seat. Yes. Thank you. Just the last person. I have one more person. The clerk to the Senate, Jeremiah Nyangenye. Now, after that, immediately after, they will have a joint photo led by the Speaker to the Senate, Senator Kingi. Then you realize there's a melody going on during photo session. We'll request all the senators to go by that rhythm. No, it's already, it's harmony. You can get the music the way it's going. Yes, the clerk Nyangenye, Jeremiah, is now fully integrated as a member of Turkana elders. So whatever decisions are made about the community, you will freely participate. You are most welcome. Now let's have yes. I just lakini with time you will catch up. Sasa hiyo ni kazi yenu. Now let's have a group photo led by the speaker. was a proposal by one of our colleagues that you move from there, wachukue hiyo ni kama mnatembea mkiingia hivi. Bam, tutakuwa tumeharibu ni picha. Thank you. That's a good one. Because of time, we have presence for other senators who are not in, including the leadership who are not in. We'll liaise with your clerks to hand over all those items so that they can be distributed to the members either in Nairobi or when they come to the chambers, because I want to be there. So I want to say thanks, and I want to give out the mic to Senator Speaker of the Senate, Mr. King.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Speaker of the County Assembly of Turkana. On behalf of the Senate, as an institution, and my own behalf, allow us to still express and continue expressing our gratitude for the kind of hospitality you've extended to us. Not just you as the Assembly, but even the county government, the executive. I think since we got here, we were well received. We feel home away from home. There has been some whispers, especially from the majority leader, that if possible, we extend time so that we next week the Senate sits here next week. But you know, that is subject to SBC sitting and other consideration that may not be granted to the majority leader. So we want to say thank you so much for the allowing us, in fact, to use your chamber during this week. We have interacted with you. We've interacted with your leadership. Our committees have interacted with their counterparts in the County Assembly of Turkana. And I believe we have learned both ways, you know. The senators have learned from the experience of the members of the County Assembly, and likewise I want to believe that members of the County Assembly have also learned a lot from the senators. We have come face to face to what we read about Turkana, and I believe we are better prepared to handle matters from Turkana as a Senate, because we have first-hand information. As you're aware, we were not just here for the plenary, but our committees have been, going out there, looking, trying to see the projects as contained in the reports that are always filed with the Senate. Sometimes you're told us county government has built a dam or a fish pond. Remember, there's a time majority leader was telling me that they were taken to a river and to look for the fish. And certainly, you cannot put a fish here today and hope to go back and show people. It must have swum downstream. So the senators have had that opportunity to actually go see this project, and that is what we call effective oversight. We have built a lot of friendship. I believe going forward, this should translate to better service delivery in this county. Thank you so much for the gifts. I remember the first meeting we held with the leadership. You had made certain requests, just as a way of appreciating the kind of welcome and the gifts you've given to us. I want to say that as a Senate, we will donate these books that are here. We are not taking them home. All these laws of Kenya, we are leaving them behind, plus all the improvement that we have done, including the gallery and other improvements that we did in this chamber. As for the communication gadgets, I have received a letter from the clerk putting forth your request. We will consider that, and we will see once we're back in Nairobi how we can be able to consider that. But let me not make any promises on that, but we will consider it, and a communication in that regard will be sent to the County Assembly of Turkana. Let me, on behalf of the Senate, gift you, Speaker. Maybe you walk up here. Now, Speaker, this is a symbolic chair of the authority of the Speaker. This chair was brought here because the Senate was coming here. It is a brand new chair, but we're not taking it back. So this is a gift from the Senate to the County Assembly of Turkana. So receive it, my brother. You can proceed to have a feel of it. Yes. Great. Thank you so much, my brother. Asante sana. Asante. Thank you.
Basi tupigie Speaker makofi. Bwana Speaker, we are really very delighted for that gesture and interaction we have had with you for the last 1 week. And we pray that when you, as you proceed back to Nairobi after today's session, tomorrow or Saturday, it's our wish that you stay longer. And you have properly advised the leader of majority that his request may be considered maybe at another level, which level I think would be made either today or tomorrow, or at a time you'll advise. So I wish that you stay longer, but that is now upon your consideration. And mtasafiri salama, Mungu awapeleke, and we would still be more than ready to host you around for any other moment. In the event that any other county or county assembly does not meet the requirement of hosting the Senate, we'll be more than ready to have you on this side of the country. Thank you and be blessed. Yes.
Thank you.
our intention of having this session is to hand over some souvenirs to the leadership in memory of this sitting. This sitting is one of the historical sittings, and it may take another 44 years for such a sitting to be convened in the county of Turkana. Since my understanding of this Senator Mashinani is that it is a rotational initiative. Therefore, no county or county assembly can have this sitting twice before another one has had its share. So, as Turkana County, we are very lucky that this event has happened. This Senator Mashinani has happened in our lifetime, when we have the strength, when we are also in power. And I wish to thank the leadership of the Senate for having seen it fit to have this sitting in Turkana amid all the challenges that have been there. Honorable Speaker, I wish to say that we have some, as a culture in Turkana, we have ways of recognizing elders. We have ways of recognizing elders so that in a mix of people, you can stand out prominently as categorized as an elder. Even during the meat sharing session, food is distributed, especially when men are alone, according to some form of clusters. Therefore, we are going to crown you as an elder of Turkana. We are also going to recognize our colleagues, the leader of majority, leader of minorities, plus other senators, as the leaders who will go into the annals of history as having had a session in this county. So with that, those few remarks, maybe I will request you to, we will make yours later. I would run through the program. Senator Amason Kingi, EGH, MP. Oh, leaders. Okay, karibu.
One is testing. 2. Testing.
This is how we should lead the chamber today. Yeah, it's allowed. Speaker. I'm sure that he will bless you this year. Hata mimi mwenyewe haiwezi anguka. Iko sawa.
Is now he has now been crowned as one of the Turkana elders.
Once everything's perfectly organized, I'll start working on my thesis.
Grantley will Sharif.
Now the speaker can even preside today's session in this paraphernalia. Yes, and is fully recognized as an elder according to the Turkana culture.
Okay, our next the next person to be inaugurated is Senator Aaron Choriet, the majority leader of the Senate.
Good afternoon to you and welcome to this Senate live proceedings. This being a Thursday, the date is 28th of September, the year is 2023, an afternoon sitting of the Senate in Turkana County. This is the last plenary of the Senate Mashinani in Turkana County, with a lot of agenda to be deliberated on by members this afternoon. And to just take you through the highlights in the order paper this afternoon is that the Committee of the Whole will be considering two bills. Given priority is the County Licensing Uniform Procedures Bill. This is Senate Bills number 9 of the year 2022. Equally, the Committee of the Whole will be considering the Primary Healthcare Bill. This is Senate Bills number 44 of the year 2023 by the leader of the majority party. A couple of bills are currently at the second reading, and what happens at this particular stage of the second reading of the bill is that members usually make their inputs in regards to the proposals in a bill, as well as some amendments if there may be some in various bills that are proposed for consideration by the House. The County Government's Additional Allocation Bill, National Assembly Bills number 23 of the year 2023, is one of the bills at the second stage. Equally, senators this afternoon are also set to consider the County Boundaries Bill. This is Senate Bills number 6 of the year 2023 by the Senator for Homa Bay County, Senator Moses Kajwang. The Agricultural and Food Authority Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 13 of the year 2023, is another bill at the second stage that we expect members to debate this afternoon. And this particular bill is by the Senator for Kirinyaga County, Senator James Murango. Pursuant to the standing orders of the Senate, standing orders number 52, subsection 1, a couple of senators will be making statements. The Senator for Bungoma County, Senator David Wafula Wakoli, will be making a statement concerning the plight of Kenyans who are stranded in Malaysia. The Senator for Turkana County, the county host of Senate Mashinani, currently at its third edition, that is Senator James Lomenen, will be making a statement concerning the untapped potential of Lake Turkana's blue economy. Finally, under Standing Orders number 52, subsection 1, is Senator Catherine Muma, who will be making a statement concerning the sustainable exploration and exploitation of natural resources in Turkana County. Away from Standing Orders number 52, subsection 1, under Standing Orders number 53, subsection 1, the Senator for Nyeri County, Senator Wahome Wamatinga, will be seeking a statement from the Standing Committee on Matters Trade, Industrialization and Tourism. The statement concerns the regulation of scrap metal industry in Kenya. The senator for Nyeri County will equally be seeking a statement from the Standing Committee on Matters Education concerning the circumstances that led to the death of Master Caleb Odanga while on a school trip. The area senator, Senator James Lomenen, will be seeking a statement from the committee on education concerning the burning of schools in Turkana County suspected by armed bandits. The senator has a couple of statements that he'll be seeking, and another one is the statement from the Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing concerning the state of rural roads in Turkana County. Remember, the third edition of Senate Mashinani is in Turkana County, and this being a Thursday, according to the norm of the Senate, this would be the last plenary sittings of the Senate in Turkana County. And among the issues that senators will be deliberating or have been deliberating about is the aspect of infrastructure, social amenities, as well as things to do with regional development of the North in whole. Pass on to Standing Orders number 57, subsection 1. The Senate Majority Leader will be issuing a statement on the business of the Senate for the week commencing on the 3rd of October 2023. The Senator for Kiambu County, Senator Karungu Wathangwa, will be seeking a statement from the Standing Committee on Matters Land, Environment and Natural Resources regarding the mitigation efforts by the government to control the overflow of Karimenu 2 Dam. The Senator for Baringo County, Senator William Cheptumo, will be seeking statement from the Standing Committee on Matters Land, Environment and Natural Resources regarding the settlement of outstanding compensation claims for deaths and injuries caused by snake bites. If you're just joining us, you're watching the live proceedings of the Senate brought to you by the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation in collaboration with the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit. You can also follow up on this particular live broadcast courtesy of our YouTube channels, that is Parliament of Kenya, as well as on KBC Channel 1, and we are also live on Signet nationwide on Senate TV. My name is Gladys Mungai. I can see Speaker Honorable Amason Kingi is already in the chambers. Allow me to hand you over for these particular live proceedings. Enjoy your viewing.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we beseech you to behold with abundant favor and blessings us, your servants, whom we have been pleased to call to leadership positions in this republic. We seek guidance to treat and consider all matters that shall come under deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interests we've committed to our charge. Amen. Clerk, do we have quorum? Proceed to call the first order, please.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair. Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions.
We will come back to petitions. Just proceed to call the other orders, please.
Order number 5, papers. Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, questions and statements.
Honorable Senators, we will start with a statement pursuant to Standing Order 57-1. That is the statement by the Majority Leader.
You cannot point of order culture. Statement, Mr. Speaker, this is a statement by the Majority Leader on the business of the Senate for the week commencing Tuesday, the 3rd of October 2023, pursuant to Standing Order number 57-1. Mr. Speaker, sir, pursuant to Standing Order number 57-1, I hereby present the business of the Senate for the week commencing Tuesday, the 3rd of October 2023. Before I proceed with the statement, I take this opportunity to appreciate honorable senators for making time to travel to Turkana County for the Senate Mashinani. I celebrate all of you that have found time to be with us here in Turkana. I believe that while here, we have interacted with the residents of Turkana County and have devised mechanisms to provide solutions to challenges that we have encountered. The interventions that we will make will go a long way to have a positive impact on the devolution and the great people of this county. I would like to also take this opportunity to thank honorable senators for their contributions to the business that had been lined up for consideration at this Senate Mashinani Week. Particularly, I thank honorable senators for their contribution on the Facilities Improvement Financing Bill, Senate Bill number 3, which is now being transmitted to the National Assembly. As indicated in today's order paper, we still have a lot to do. At order number 8 and 9, we have bills that are in the committee of the whole state. I would like to acknowledge significant progress that have been made in dispensing with this business, and I continue to urge the spirit to continually be upheld, Mr. Speaker. I celebrate even further, Mr. Speaker, that in the last 2 or 3 days, Mr. Speaker, we have closed ranks on matters of national importance and agreed on virtually every vote that we have taken as a House, Mr. Speaker, and move forward. I urge that we carry on with this spirit even as we return to our normal chamber, Mr. Speaker, that we shall consult, agree, and respect each other's opinion. In terms of other legislative business, Mr. Speaker, there are businesses that are pending consideration in the Senate. There are 20 bills that are at the committee second reading stage, while 7, including the 2 that are listed in the order paper for today, are at the committee of the whole stage. 25 motions are pending conclusions, while 18 petitions are due for reporting by respective standing committees. Additionally, 213 statements are under standing order number 52-1 and 53-1 are pending conclusion by relevant standing committees, while 14 questions are pending, 4 of which have been scheduled for response by respective cabinet secretaries on Wednesday, 4th of October 2023. As we are all aware, our work as legislators has an impact on the people we represent. I therefore continue to emphasize I therefore continue to emphasize the need to timelessly dispense with the business before the Senate. I urge the committee chairpersons to rally members of their respective committees and table reports within the timeline set in standing orders. On the other hand, party whips are encouraged to continue ensuring that senators are available in the House to consider and pass legislative business when due. This collective effort will enable us to realize our mandate as a Senate. Mr. Speaker, sir, at its meeting held on the Tuesday, the 26th of September 2023, the Senate Business Committee approved the next set of questions to be scheduled in the order for Wednesday, 4th October 2023. The summary of the questions and the Cabinet Secretary to appear as follows. Question number 1 to the CS for Public Service, Gender and Affirmative Action by Senator James Kamau Murango on categorization of Mwea as a hardship area. Question number 51 to the CS for Youth, Sports and the Arts by Senator Mohammed Said Chute on the status of construction of Marsabit Stadium. Question number 53 to the Cabinet Secretary for Youth, Sports and the Arts by Senator Cherargei on Team Kenya's participation in the World Athletic Championship in Budapest. And question number 55 to the CS for Defense by Senator Mohammed Said Chute on participation of Kenya in the African Union mission to Somalia, AMISOM. I am aware that there are some challenges in the implementation of question time, particularly availability of Cabinet Secretary. My office, together with the Senate leadership in general, is addressing this matter together with the executive to ensure that the questions are responded as scheduled. It has been a taxing week for all of us, Mr. Speaker, and I believe we have all taken advantage of the week in the great county of Turkana, the cradle of mankind, to learn and to make positive impact in various areas of our work. I believe that as a Senate, we have appreciated unique challenges that Turkana County and other counties in the arid and semi-arid areas face, and will develop legislative interventions to address their plight. This is something, Mr. Speaker, which I believe colleagues have noted and do appreciate. The unique challenges. Mr. Speaker, it is one thing to sit in Nairobi and argue on division of revenue, argue about population, argue about land size, and a different ballgame altogether, Mr. Speaker, when you sit here in Turkana and appreciate the challenges that face the people of Turkana. I believe senators return to Nairobi, Mr. Speaker, fully aware of the challenges that many of our arid and semi-arid regions continue to face. Finally, Mr. Speaker, you know, when we went to Kitui for the second edition of Senate Mashinani, one of the greatest impacts that we left, Mr. Speaker, is that we were able, our Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, Mr. Speaker, was able to visit Kitui prison and engage, Mr. Speaker, on people that had pending bail hearings and rulings, Mr. Speaker, which they eventually were able to secure the release of those citizens. That is a lasting impact that has remained with the people of Kitui. As we leave Turkana, Mr. Speaker, it will be important for the various committees to ask themselves, what is it that is of impact to the people of Turkana and Kenya as a whole that they live while they depart from this particular county, Mr. Speaker? I am aware that committees, Mr. Speaker, have noted the challenges that are faced by the people of Turkana. I have appreciated the comments that I have seen from them. Mr. Speaker, I have seen, for example, comments from members of the Agriculture Committee who are scheduling to invite the CS for Agriculture to respond why the nationally celebrated fertilizer subsidy program has not commenced here in Turkana County. Turkana is part of Kenya, Mr. Speaker, and they deserve to get the fertilizer subsidy program, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we interacted with the CS for Energy yesterday morning. It cannot be that one of the greatest sources of energy that is used across the country is energy deficient, and the citizens of this county have to survive without the national grid supply of the national grid in many of their homes and even institutions such as the county assembly, Mr. Speaker. I do hope that as the cabinet minister promised this House, Mr. Speaker, he is going to ensure, Mr. Speaker, that that question is resolved, and the people of Turkana will have the Senate of the Republic to thank for speaking up on the issue of energy crisis in this county and ensuring that it is resolved. I know, Mr. Speaker, that colleagues have noted various things which in their various committees they will seek to address as we return to and go back to Nairobi to ensure that the meaningful impact of our visit is felt for years down the line, and people will appreciate that it was not just in vain that we came to the county of Turkana. Finally, I take this opportunity to thank the Turkana County government, led by Governor Jeremiah Lomurukai, and the Speaker of this great county assembly, Mr. Speaker, the Right Honorable Christopher Nakuleu, the members of the Turkana County Assemblies, the clerk, the staff of this great county assembly, for their warm hospitality during our stay in Turkana. We can never say thank you enough. We shall continue to collaborate and work together with you so that you may realize your aspirations as a people. I hereby lay the statement on the table of the Senate. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Now we will move to the statements pursuant to Standing Order 52-1. Senator Wafula.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 52-1 to make a statement of a matter of general topical concern, namely the plight of 5 Kenyans who are stranded in Malaysia. Mr. Speaker, sir, the five Kenyans, namely Sospita Ngahu from Bungoma County, Dixon Amin and David Nyamanga from Kisumu County, Geoffrey Maina from Kiambu County, and Charles Gitonga from Nairobi City County, traveled to Malaysia on the promise of well-paying jobs only for them to become victims of global trafficking in humans. The 5 who are now stranded in Malaysia are living in very deplorable conditions. Mr. Speaker, sir, the victims were taken to Malaysia in the name of getting well-paying jobs by an agent working for Elite Job Hub 21 agency, who organized for everything concerning the travel and at a fee to the victims. They were thereafter handed over to another Kenyan in Malaysia, who took them to a Pakistani, who later handed them over again to an Indian, who thereafter handed them over to a Chinese company, J&T Cargo, where they settled and started working, albeit without any signed contracts. They worked several jobs, including loading and offloading heavy cargo, such as fridges in the company's warehouse. Mr. Speaker, sir, the 5 worked at J&T Cargo for 2 months. They worked for a 12-hour shift every day without proper meals. Their lunches comprised 5 slices of bread with 250 mils of milk. They were not provided with proper shelter and worked without pay. After the 2 months, when they decided to ask for payment from their Chinese employer, they were told that they could not be paid because they had been bought and should be ready to work for 3 years before a decision on whether they should be paid could be made. After another 2 months, while working during a night shift, the 5 were thrown out by the employer without any compensation for their labor. Mr. Speaker, sir, in order for the 5 to leave Malaysia, they need to pay a fine for overstaying their visa, as they were not issued with a work permit as earlier communicated to them. They now need money to pay for the overstay fine and flight tickets to come back home. Some of them had taken loans back home in Kenya in order for them to pay for the relevant agency fees for them to travel to Malaysia. Due to their lack of funds, and 5 are stuck in Malaysia. Mr. Speaker, sir, the 5 have written to the Kenyan embassy in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, seeking assistance but have not received a response. They currently stay in a forest during daytime and sleep in one of their warehouses near the forest at night. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a senator in this House, I'm concerned this situation raises questions. 1, are we still in the era of slave trade? 2, is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs aware of the problems that the 5 Kenyans are going through in Malaysia? And if yes, what steps have they taken to save the Kenyans? 3. What is the role of Kenyan Embassy in Malaysia in ensuring that the 5 Kenyans are facilitated to come back home or come back to Kenya? Mr. Speaker, sir, I therefore urge the Standing Committee on Labor and Social Welfare, in collaboration with the Ministries of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs and that of Interior and National Administration, to inquire into this matter and ensure that the people who are involved in human trafficking activities are dealt with. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Senator Wafula. Senator Fuller, that statement could have been raised appropriately under Standing Order 53.1 so that we can commit it to the relevant committee. However, I will invoke my discretion pursuant to Standing Order 1 and commit that statement so that at least the situation is probed and the 5 Kenyans get justice. Thank you. Yes, Senator Kinyua.
Mr. Speaker, I've listened to Senator Wakoli, and he's asking whether you can commit to the Committee of Labor, but that matter is not within Kenya. I thought it's supposed to be committed to the Committee of National Security and Foreign Affairs. Just a point of clarification, Chair.
Sure, it will be committed to the relevant committee. He has listed a number of committees, including that of Foreign Affairs. So if the lead committee should be, of course, the Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs. Yeah. Now, I'm not seeing the host senator here. He had a statement to make under that standing order, so we'll defer that. Nominated Senator Catherine Muma is not present. She left yesterday, and then proceed to you're holding brief for Senator Cathy. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Here's I'm holding brief for Senator Catherine Muma, and the statement is on sustainable exploration of natural resources in Turkana County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 52.1 to make a statement on a matter of county-wide and general topical concern, namely the sustainable exploration of natural resources in Turkana County. Mr. Speaker, sir, Article 69(1)(a) and H of the Constitution requires the state to ensure sustainable exploitation, utilization, management, and conservation of the environment and natural resources, and ensure the equitable sharing of the accruing benefits. Furthermore, Article 56 obligates the state to implement affirmative action programs to ensure that marginalized groups and minorities are adequately represented in governance and other spheres of life, access special opportunities in employment, education, and economical fields, develop their culture, values, languages, and practices, and have reasonable access to water, health services, and infrastructure. Mr. Speaker, sir, the historic marginalization of Turkana County has perpetuated the inability of the local community to fully benefit from abundant resources and tap the transformative potential and sustainable resources exploitation. Turkana County covers 77,000 square meters in size, and approximately 65,000 square kilometers of this is arable land mass, holding immense potential for both the county and the nation at large. If exploited sustainable and equitably. Research conducted by the Kenya Institute of Public Policy Research and Analysis established that Turkana key natural resources include water from the Turkwell, Kerio rivers, and Lake Kerio River and Lake Turkana. Mineral deposits including oil and gas, limestones, gold, mercury, among others. Forest, wildlife, and renewable energy, such as geothermal, solar, and wind. Mr. Speaker, sir, the exploitation of these resources has, however, been hampered by the internal and external security issues affecting Turkana County. This includes conflicts with the neighboring communities and cross-border issues with South Sudan, Uganda, and Ethiopia. These internal and external security issues have affected activities in Turkana, such as fishing and patriotism and mining.
Order, honorable members. Senator Folamu, I could hear you yelling. Kindly allow the senator to make the statement in silence.
This, I repeat, these internal and external security issues have affected activities in Turkana, such as fishing and patriotism and mining, resulting in limited development in the county, despite the abundance of resources. Mr. Speaker, sir, without affirmative measures and programs to increase investment for sustainable exploitation of those natural resources, Turkana County will remain as marginalized a marginalized area with limited development and benefits to its people, future generations, and the nation at large. It is important that community engagement and participation be incorporated in decision-making processes regarding the sustainable exploitation of natural resources to ensure that the interests and rights of the local community are protected and promoted. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is from the foregoing that I call upon the Standing Committee on Lands, Environment and Natural Resources to seek an audience with the Council of Governors and Cabinet Secretaries for Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, Energy, Petroleum and Mining, and Interior and National Administration with a view to, 1, assess the affirmative action and programs put in place, if any, to facilitate the sustainable exploitation of natural resources in Turkana. Outline measures taken by both the national and Turkana County governments to protect and safeguard Turkana County residents from insecurity. Explore avenues for international cooperations to address cross-border issues and enhance security in the region. And finally, evaluate the extent of community engagement in decision-making processes regarding the exploitation of natural resources in Turkana County and recommend measures to ensure community participation. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, on behalf of Catherine Muma, Senator. Thank you.
Statements pursuant to Standing Order 53-1, the Honorable Wamatinga.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to request a statement on the regulation of scrap metal industry in Kenya. I rise pursuant to the Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Trade, Industrialization and Tourism on the regulation of scrap metal industry in Kenya. In the statement, the committee should state the plans by the government to enact strict regulation of the scrap metal industry to combat the widespread vandalism of public properties which threatens the nation's infrastructure and security, and outline measures in place, if any, to consider elevating vandalism to the status of economic crime with more severe penalties and harsh consequences. Further on, Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Education concerning the death of Master Caleb Odanga, a 7-year-old student from Green Ages Academy in Kiambu during a school trip. In the statement, the committee should investigate the unfortunate incident where Master Caleb Odanga suffered fatal head injuries after falling from a merry-go-round, disclosing the individuals or the entities accountable. Emulate the existing safety protocols during school excursions, stating whether learners are insured against such accidents while on a school excursion. And 3, identify the parties responsible for organizing and financing counseling of Caleb's devastated mother. Further on, Mr. Speaker, I like to make a statement under the same 53.1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Health on the institution of measures to safeguard families of patients with brain stem death conditions. In the statement, the committee should, 1, state plans in place, if any, by the government to develop policies and institute measures aimed at preventing hospitals from exploiting families of brain stem death patients by unnecessarily prolonging life support services. 2, outline measures in place, if any, to safeguard and protect vulnerable families from undue financial and emotional burdens when dealing with brain stem death patients. And 3, recommend the development of comprehensive guidelines that promote ethical and compassionate treatment of patients in brain stem death conditions to safeguard the interests of families and the dignity of the patients. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I will allow limited comments on those 3 statements. Senator Mundigi. Very well. Senator Eddie Okech.
Mr. Speaker, I would wish to make a few comments on the statement by the Senator for Bungoma, Senator Wafula. Mr. Speaker, it is indeed very saddening to actually learn from this House, from the floor of this House, that there are a number of Kenyans who can still be treated like slaves, taken out of this country, and even after sharing their plight in whichever manner that they shared, to the extent that those plights in Malaysia found themselves into this House, it seems like the minister, or rather the CS in charge of this country's foreign affairs, is completely unaware. It's very unfortunate, because by the time information travels from Malaysia, gets to the ear of a senator in this country, I would imagine that numerous efforts will have been made in a number of places to make sure that those Kenyans are treated like human beings. And this, Mr. Speaker, just shows how lackadaisical perhaps our ministry, or rather the minister in charge of foreign affairs issues, Mr. Speaker, is. And we want to urge, without sounding political on this issue, because I think this is a matter that's emotive in the sense that these Kenyans left the country in search of greener pastures, innocently so, to the extent that they were gullible and treated in a way that they thought it was going to be better for them. This is an issue that I hope that even if it is committed to any other ministry other than the ministry responsible for foreign affairs, Mr. Speaker, I would wish that the ministry takes it as a diplomatic issue and an issue that must be escalated to the extent that our embassy in Malaysia, together with the relevant institutions in Malaysia and the Malaysian government, must have these Kenyans brought back home within a very specified time without them facing further abuse in Malaysia. And this should never happen, Mr. Speaker, in a country where we are priding ourselves to be a leading economy in East and Central Africa. It's happening when our country is releasing policemen to go and assist a country such as Haiti to fight crime that are of this nature, Mr. Speaker, these kind of abuses. How then are we as a country going to help another country deal with these kind of crimes and abuses, including using taxpayers' money to get the police to Malaysia when our own are suffering in Malaysia and we're sending people to Haiti? So it is a shame that we must call out, and it is a shame on the minister responsible for foreign affairs. It is also a shame for the minister responsible for labor, and this is something that must stop. And Mr. Speaker, I hope that the relevant committee will ensure that there is a timeline and a commitment to make sure that those Kenyans come back home. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kinyua.
Asante Bwana Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii. Ni kweli na ni jambo la kuvunja moyo sana Bwana Mwenyekiti, ya kwamba Wakenya wametoka nchini kwenda kutafuta ajira katika nchi za ng'ambo Bwana Spika, wanaenda wanakumbwa na mashaka Bwana Spika. Lakini hata hivyo Bwana Spika, serikali inajua, serikali ya Kenya Kwanza tayari inajaribu kuangazia mambo haya Bwana Spika. Mfano Bwana Spika, ukiangalia tayari wameajiri wauguzi wa nyanjani zaidi ya 100,000 Bwana Spika. Vile vile Bwana Spika, unapata tayari wamepeana pembejeo ndiposa wakulima wetu waweze kupata angalau afueni ndio waweze kufanya kazi yao Bwana Spika. Lakini hata hivyo Bwana Spika, ni vizuri kamati yetu ambayo itapewa fursa hii ya kuangazia haya maneno Bwana Spika, waangazie kwa kindani ndio tupate suluhu la kudumu Bwana Spika, ili Wakenya waweze kupata afueni Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, jambo lingine ni kwamba shule zetu zinapaswa kuwalinda watoto wanapoenda katika safari za shule, kulingana na vile ambavyo taarifa iliyosomwa na seneta wa kutoka Nyeri wa Matinga kusema ya kwamba iko wanafunzi walienda katika safari wakapata shida na mmoja wao akaweza kufa Bwana Spika. Kwa hivyo ni vizuri wananchi walimu wanapopeleka watoto katika safari waangalie kabisa Bwana Spika, ndio waweze kuwa wasipate madhara wakati wameenda. Kwa hivyo kamati ya elimu Bwana Spika, ambayo inaongozwa na Joe Nyoto, najua ataangazia hayo maneno ndio waweze kujua ni lipi lililotokea Bwana Spika, kosa lilitokea wapi. Ikiwa kosa litapatikana Bwana Spika, waweze kupata suluhu Bwana Spika, ambayo itasaidia wakati siku zetu za usoni. Asante Bwana Spika na nashukuru.
Now, honorable senators, I will pursuant to Standing Order 45(2, you will allow me to rearrange the sequence of today's order paper, of course, for the convenience of the House, to prosecute a bill that we need to take it through the Committee of the Whole. That is Order number 9. And of course, time allowing, we may prosecute the 2 bills that are ready to be committed to the Committee of the Whole. And therefore, we will straight away move to handle Order number 9 and 8. And once we are done with those 2, we will then come back and flow with the order paper as presented today. Clerk, kindly proceed to call that order. Just proceed to call Order 9.
Order number 9, Committee of the Whole. The Primary Health Care Bill, Senate Bills number 44 of 2023.
Honorable Senators, we are now going into the Committee of the Whole on the Primary Healthcare Bill 2023, Senate Bills number 44 of 2023. So I request the clerk to call out the clauses.
Clauses 3 and 4.
I propose the question that clauses 3 and 4 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 3 and 4 be part of the bill, division at the end. Next.
Clause 5.
I propose the question that clause 5 be part of the bill, and I invite the chairperson of the Standing Committee on Health, represented by Senator Essie Kenyuri, to present the amendment to the House. Senator Mariam Omar, in place of Senator Essie.
I beg to move as per the order paper, clause 5 as amended, as per the order paper. Thanks.
Aye. I propose the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed. I put the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed, division at the end. Next.
Clauses 6 and 7.
I propose the question that clause 6 and 7 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 6 and 7 be part of the bill, division at the end. Next.
Clause 8.
I propose the question that clause 8 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 8 be part of the bill, division at the end. Next.
Clause 9.
I propose the question that clause 9 be part of the bill, and I invite Senator Godfrey Osotsi to move these amendments. Honorable Senators, we are constrained for time, so you take the minimum time. And
Chair.
Senator Cheptumo will be the next one after Senator Osotsi.
Chair, after having looked at the order paper, I had proposed an amendment as per the order paper. But looking at the order paper, I think my colleague Senator Mungatana has comprehensively covered that part 1 of 9. So I will only retain the B, which is in subclause 4, by deleting the words guidelines appearing immediately after the words the county legislation and substituting therefore the words and regulations approved by respective county assembly. Madam Chair, the import of this is so that we do not allow the CEC for health just to give guidelines, but then these guidelines must be anchored in law. So I'm proposing that instead of guidelines, they should be regulations approved by the respective county assembly. But I'm dropping the A part of it to adopt Senator Mungatana's proposal.
Senator Cheptumo, not Mungatana. That's okay. The comments are noted, and the part that you have dropped is also noted.
Thank you.
Senator Cheptumo.
Thank you, Chair.
Point of order.
I propose that.
Madam Chair.
What is your point of order, Senator Danson?
Madam Chair, I just wanted to put it on the issue that Senator and my neighbor, Senator Osotsi, was talking about. It's a question of public participation. It has not been dealt with by Senator Cheptumo. So he is very right.
Madam Chair, my amendment is different.
Senator Mungatana, just 1 minute, Senator Cheptumo. What you're proposing is not under that clause. It's under clause 9A, the new clause 9A. So as far as clause 9 is concerned, I think Senator Osotsi has addressed the issues. So we want to hear Senator Cheptumo. You will address us at when we get to clause number 9A, the new clause 9A.
Thank you, Madam.
Point of order, Madam Chair. Point of order.
What is the point of order?
Senator from Nairobi has just come in with some weapon. No, please. It's important. No,
Senator,
this is the House of Order.
Just resume your seat. Senator Edwin Sifuna, can you cede that weapon to the sergeant at arms? The seat.
Madam Chair, I don't know what weapon you are referring to.
Weapon. It's the item you came in with. The gift,
this is
yes.
my seat.
That's
it's
okay. Cede it to the sergeant at arms, then we proceed on.
No,
we have
Madam
little
Speaker,
time.
I have been told that I cannot hand over this. This is a symbol of authority.
What wamepeana? Everybody gave out the symbols. We received those symbols as a Senate House. Everybody has ceded them to the sergeant at arms. Sergeant at arms.
Can you direct that the
receive them.
sergeant at arms? Omwami, this
Let's
one
not waste time. Let's not waste time. Receive them, Sergeant. Thank you, Sergeant at arms. We proceed. Senator Cheptumo, proceed.
I propose that clause 9 be amended, clause 9 of the bill be amended in clause 2, subclause 2, by deleting the word or appearing immediately after the words the national languages in paragraph F, and substituting therefore with the word N. Madam Chair, the justification is very simple. The two languages of English, Kiswahili, we must add again the local language for the promoters of healthcare. So that is really the basis of my amendment.
I propose the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by Senator Osotsi and Senator William Cheptumo. I put the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by Senator Osotsi and Senator William Cheptumo. Next.
Clause 10.
I propose the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. And I request Senator Osotsi to address the House on the proposed amendments on clause 10.
Madam Speaker, my amendments on clause 10, Madam Chair, that is 10F, subclause 3F is meant to delete the provision on data protection. If you notice, that provision is only applying to community health promoters. So the intention is to delete that and have a global clause, which is among my proposed amendments, to take care of all data protection issues in this bill, which is not limited to promoters only, but to any other person involved in managing data, including the county and even the national government. So I have an additional amendment to this, but this was to delete this so that we have a global clause on data protection.
I propose the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed by Senator Godfrey Otsotsi. I put the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed by Senator Godfrey Otsotsi. Division at the end. Next.
Clause 11.
I propose the question that clause 11 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 11 be part of the bill. Division at the end. Next.
Clause 12.
I propose the question that clause 12 be part of the bill, and I invite Senator Danson Mungatana to address the House on the amendment.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. The amendment to clause 12 I propose is that after the word training, we insert at least the words at least once a year immediately after the word training. Madam Chair, the justification is that if we left it open, the county governors may not take these people for training at all, and they may always look back and say that it is the money they don't have. So if we make it compulsory that they must go at least once, it will ensure that we have quality and trained health promoters. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I propose the question that clause 12 be amended as proposed by Senator Danson Mungatana. I put the question that clause 12 be amended as proposed by Senator Danson Mungatana. Division at the end. Next.
Clause 13.
I propose the question that clause 13 be part of the bill. I invite Senator Essie. Is Senator Essie here? Vice Chair of the Standing Committee on Health, to present that amendment.
I propose clause 13 to be amended as per the order paper.
Now, that clause number 13, there are different proposals on amendments. by Senator Godfrey Otsotsi, Senator Eddie Okech, and Senator Danson Mungatana. Now, the amendments proposed by the three senators are safely captured by the amendment that proposed by Senator Eddie Okech. So I'll give you half a minute each to present your amendments and to consider dropping your amendments in favor of Senator Eddie Okech, which captures and goes beyond your proposed amendments, the three senators.
Just for the record, you need to clarify something, because when the vice chair stood up, she proposed that clause 13 be passed as amended. So which version is she talking about? There is need for clarification on that, for the record. And I don't think whether she's supposed to be proposing or moving an amendment.
She's moving an amendment, which we have not closed out on, and that's why I've raised to the House that there are three other senators who have moved amendments, proposals for amendments, and further informed the senators that the amendments could easily be captured by what is proposed by Senator Eddie, and Eddie's proposal also expands beyond the proposed amendments by the two other senators. So I want to give each of them half a minute to present their amendments and see whether we can accommodate all of them under one amendment. So we start with Senator Otsotsi, then Senator Danson Mungatana, and then Senator Eddie will be the last one.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the import of my amendments, which I agree I'm going to drop it, was so that to delete 13F, which I felt is infringing on the PFM Act and also the Constitution, because it says coordinate with the National Treasury and other development partners for mobilization and allocation of adequate resources. You know that is not the role of either government, but I am looking at Eddie's proposal where he's proposing to amend so that to say the national government shall appropriate and transfer to the county revenue fund of respective county governments such monies as shall be required for effective performance of the function under this act. So that effectively covers. Yeah, so I support.
And that is the same proposition that was made by Senator Omar on behalf of the chair of the Health Committee. So Senator Mungatana.
Madam Chair, there are two proposed amendments under clause 13 from my side. The first one is the introductory clause, so that instead of having what the committee is saying, we make it clear and say the Cabinet Secretary shall provide policy direction for the effective provision of primary healthcare services by county governments and shall for these purposes. So that the way the committee has said, just saying Cabinet Secretary shall is not sufficient. But if we put it that the Cabinet Secretary shall provide policy direction, then that captures the spirit of the Constitution. So that is the first bit. The second bit, I want to concede that the proposition by Honorable Senator Eddie Okech covers my concerns, and so I will drop mine. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Eddie, quickly.
Thank you, Chair. I'll start with the concern by my friend Senator Mungatana. Actually, that one appears exactly as you have proposed. If you look at my proposal on that introductory clause, it actually reads, the Cabinet Secretary shall provide policy direction for the effective provision of primary health care services by county government and shall, for this purpose, then it continues. So I think that is catered for. I also do agree that, the concerns on F by Senator Osoti is also taken care of. But Madam Speaker, I think that I'd actually also sought to separate the issue of management vis-a-vis the issue of policy formulation. And therefore, I'd chose to change part 4 in terms of the heading, so that it provides, it doesn't mix the role of national government and the role of county government into a convoluted idea of management, so that part 4 will read the role of national government in primary health care policy, and therefore there are consequential clauses that does affect, which I think are the consequential clauses that my brother Osoti has talked about. But then it also touches on the subclause 2 that says we delete the word counties appearing immediately after the words data from the paragraph C, because now that particular part will only be dealing with national government's role. So therefore, we don't need to have county in that role. And then now we remain with counties just on the management. So that is it.
Thank you, Senator Eddie. Senator Mungatana, does that capture part A of your amendment?
Yes, I think it is capturing all the concerns, so we are good. Thank you, Madam Chair.
So the proposed amendments by Senator Godfrey Otsotsi and Senator Mungatana on clause 13 are dropped. So I now propose the question. Chair of the Committee of Health, do you have any concern? The amendment is as per Senator Eddie's proposal.
Chair, I have no concern. I think it's okay.
So the proposal by the chair of the Health Committee is equally dropped. So I now propose the question that clause 13 be amended as proposed by Senator Eddie. I put the question that clause 13 be amended as proposed by Senator Eddie. Division at the end. Next.
Clause 14.
Okay. On.
Sorry. Now.
I propose the question that clause 14 be part of the bill, and I want to invite the following senators who have proposed amendments to address the House on these clauses: Senator Godfrey Osotsi, Senator Eddie Okech, and Senator Danson Mungatana. Chair will be the last one to address the House on that clause 14. In that order.
Madam Chair, I beg that my amendment on clause 14 be amended as per the order paper. And the import of this amendment is to do away with the advisory council, the National Advisory Council that has been proposed in clause 14. From the contribution of many members, they thought that this was going to violate the Constitution, and this was going to be a quiet takeover of the functions of counties, because primary health care is devolved. Madam Speaker, as a substitute to this, clause 16 talks about a similar council, but they are at the county level. So we would rather maintain the advisory council at the county level, but do away with the national one.
Thank you, Senator Osotsi. Senator Eddy, you're next, followed by Senator Mokatan.
Chair, I think I also had proposed. Chair, may I had in silence. Some people are excited to be
And the
chairpersons of
honorable
some.
member be heard in silence, Senator Methu. Please maintain silence.
So, Chair, this is one of the clauses that we have had conversations on this floor, and even outside this floor. Honestly, we have had a number of back and forth with the majority on this particular clause. I've also had an opportunity to have a side conversation with the majority whip. And Mr. Speaker, this was one thing that I wanted to persuade that as a House we must stand for devolution. In the sense that even if you were to vary the membership of this council to the extent that the ministry has got 1 or 2 people, and then the rest of the people are coming from different departments and functions of the county, the ultimate power of that council lies with the ministry, to the extent that reporting and correspondences and any other responsibility of that committee, they are answerable to the ministry. The moment we do that, then we completely plow on devolution, and we take the primary health care to the ministry. So that's why I strongly believe that this clause should not be part of this bill, and we do away with I would want to hear what perhaps the two leaders think of the House from the other side, and maybe Bonnie and majority can also maybe churn on that.
Not yet. Senator Danson Mukatana, let's hear your views.
Chair, I also had filed an amendment, and my proposal was that we delete the entire clause 14, just like my two previous honorable senators have said. My reasons are this. Madam Chair, when you look at the Constitution, Schedule 4, there is a separation between the national duties and the county duties. The national, when it comes to health, at number 23 in the allocation of duty in that schedule, the national government is given national referral hospitals. At duty number 28, the national government is given health policy, and that's it. Madam Speaker, when it comes to county governments at part 2 of that schedule, it says county health services, including county health facilities and pharmacies. B, ambulance services. C, promotion of primary health care. So health care is only for referral and only for health policy. So it will be wrong for us to purport, in fact, very unconstitutional, for us to purport to create a primary health care advisory council at the national level, which is not there in the Constitution. So, Madam Speaker, Madam Chair, I propose that we totally delete this, because if we don't, and I hope the chair of the Health Committee is listening to me, if we don't, this will be subject to litigation. And I also wanted to add, Madam Speaker, those duties, the functions that have been are given to primary health care advisory at the national, they can be done by one of the directors in the ministry. But all the real duties must be carried out at the county level. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes, members will make our submissions very short because of the element of time. Chair, I want you to address yourself to that question while understanding that the request by the other members, the proposal is to drop, to delete.
Honorable Chair and honorable members, I hear my colleagues on that matter, but allow me to persuade them otherwise, that we retain that clause If you look at the composition, what we have proposed ourselves as a committee is to remove the caucus of vice chancellors and put there the director of Kenya Medical Training College for purposes of training. But if you look at that body, it's basically to advise the cabinet secretary on policy matters. And if you look at subclause 4, Senator Eddy and Senator Mungatana, it says, in the execution of its function, the Primary Healthcare Advisory Council shall be guided by the principles under the Constitution, health laws, policies, guidelines, and relevant international instruments. 2, there is the aspect of inter-county. And you know, when we are talking of primary health care, we are talking of prevention, and you know, prevention of some of these diseases that can easily spread within a very short time, there will be need for some certain coordination. It will be almost impossible to ask counties how they are going to sit. They need an anchor kind of place to centralize. 2, clause 15 then provides for the implementation bit, which will be handled by the county. Finally, the health of the nation is the aggregation of the sum totals of the efforts of all counties, which now makes a national position. Chair, I would want to persuade my colleagues that I really don't think that this will offend the Constitution unless there are specific things that take away the county, but for this body just to advise the cabinet secretary, and we all understand that you can be a cabinet secretary, but you really will not have all the information. You need a team to work on. And I think because there is a deliberate effort this time round between national government and county governments to make sure that the rollout of UAC is successful, let's give a chance to this advisory body to be able to support county governments at the county level and national government at the national level so that these can be rolled out. And Chair, honorable members here, I want to persuade them because we have a chance, if there is an issue, to come and amend if there will be need. So I want to persuade Eddy, for purpose of coordination, implementation of USC has failed 3 times. We are trying to look at all the things that is going to make it work. And part of it is that critical coordination and proper advice, both at the county level and at the national level. Thank you, Chair.
We have 2, yes. Senator Boni, I'll give you half a minute.
Yes. Chair, I thank you. Chair, allow me to persuade the chair of the committee. We have put a lot of thought into this, and the amendment by Senator Mungatana is supported by many of us. What you're saying is not going to help the bill. We are curing the mischief of our bill being rendered unconstitutional. If in 14 you care to look, it starts saying by that the cabinet secretary shall appoint the advisory members. The cabinet secretary has no business in going into matters of primary health care. Number 2, the people who have been appointed, Chair, that is in A, in B, in D, and in H, they are all national. So it makes this advisory council a national function. Let us drop it. We are doing it in good faith.
Chair, are you convinced by this?
No need to debate. Honorable Chair, I think...
allow the chair to work without coercion.
Yes, Honorable Chair, since Senator Sifuna believes in, and he said he was waiting for advice of the senior Dr. Boni Kalwale, who has since advised that that clause is going to cure the mischief that is there in the bill, I agree that we drop that clause.
Thank you, Chair. That is leadership. I propose the question that clause. I propose the question that clause 14 be deleted. As per proposal by Senator Danson Mungatana, I put the question that clause 14 be deleted as per the proposal by Senator Danson Mungatana. The proposal by Senator Eddie Okech and Senator Godfrey Otsotsi are dropped. And the proposal by Chair Standing Committee for Amendment is also dropped. Next.
Clause 15.
I propose the question that clause 15 be part of the bill. I request the Chair of Standing Committee on Health, Senator Madago, to move the amendments. And there is also an amendment by Senator Eddie Okech, who will quickly follow.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move amendment on clause 15, that clause 15 of the bill amended in paragraph C by deleting the words "and remuneration" appearing immediately after the words "for the facilitation." Honorable members, when we looked at this as a committee, we realized at the moment we begin talking about remuneration, then we are going to put counties in a very precarious position where CHPs might then want to be confirmed and be put in terms on payroll in terms that are specified by SRC and the labor laws. And because CHPs are not going to be paid a salary, they are going to be paid a stipend, we thought we need to delete that word remuneration. Thank you, Chair.
Senator Eddie, half a minute.
Madam Speaker, it's just the amendment is just a consequential amendment to the previous amendment on clause 13, just to change the title so that management is purely on the county government.
I propose the question that clause 15 be amended as proposed by Chair Health Committee and Senator Eddie Okech. I put the question that clause 15 be amended as proposed by Chair Health Committee and Senator Eddie Okech. Division at the end. Next.
Clause 16.
I propose the question that clause 16 be part of the bill. I invite Senator Godfrey Otsotsi to address us on the amendment. And Senator Eddie Okech, you will also bring your amendment.
Madam Speaker, I beg to amend clause 16 as per the order paper in 16.3a, which says that one of the functions of the county primary health care advisory committee will be promote oversight. I think, honorable members, the use of the word oversight here is misplaced because we know the role of oversight is by the county assembly in this case. So therefore, I'm proposing to remove that part, promote oversight, and retain the other parts, monitor and evaluate the implementation of primary health care. Additionally, M function talks about submitting quarterly reports to the Primary Health Care Advisory Council, the one that we have just deleted. So in that case, that function is not applicable. So I request members to support.
Senator Eddie Okech, as you address us on the amendment, just know your amendment is covered by the proposal by Senator Godfrey Otsotsi, and it goes wider than your proposal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think that is the same. So I'll drop my amendment in favor of Senator Osotti's amendment on 16, clause 16M.
Thank you. I propose the question that clause 16 be amended as proposed by Senator Godfrey Otsotsi. I put the question that clause 16 be amended as proposed by Senator Godfrey Otsotsi. The proposal for amendment by Senator Eddie Okech is dropped. Next.
Clause 17.
I propose the question that clause 17 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 17 be part of the bill, division at the end. Next.
Clause 18.
I propose the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. I put the question that clause 18 be part of the bill, division at the end. Next.
Clause 19.
I propose the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. I invite the chair of the Health Committee, Senator Madago, to address. Use the box, please.
Honorable Chair and honorable members, I beg to move an amendment on clause 19, that clause 19 of the bill be amended in sub-clause 1 by deleting the words "in accordance with Kenya Community Health Policy" appearing at the end of the clause. Honorable members, if you read that each county government has established and operational as a community health unit in accordance with the Kenya Community Health Policy. So we are proposing to delete "in accordance with the Kenya Community Health Policy" appearing at the end of the clause.
I propose the question that clause 19 be amended as proposed by Chair Health Committee. I put the question that clause 19 be amended as proposed by the Chair Standing Committee on Health.
Clause 20.
I propose the question that clause 20 be part of the bill. I invite the Chair Committee on Health to address, and Senator Osotsi to also address us on the amendment.
Honorable Chair and honorable members, I beg to move an amendment on clause 20, that clause 20 of the bill be amended A in subclause 1 by deleting the word "special interest" appearing immediately after the words "are representative of" in paragraph C, and substituting therefore the word "therefore" with the word "vulnerable", and B in subclause 3 by inserting the words "renewable ones" at the end of the subclause. Honorable members, we, as a committee, we thought to amend that word "special interest" and to be consistent with other provisions in the law that uses "vulnerable". And the term of the committee, we also propose so that a committee can have a chance to renew at once. Thank you, Chair.
Senator Osotsi.
Madam Chair, I beg that my amendment on clause 20, as per the order paper, be considered. And the essence of this amendment, Madam Speaker, is to amend section 20, subclause 3.
So that the senator may be heard.
Clause 20, subclause 3, that says the committee members in subsection 1 shall be appointed in writing by the CEC member and shall serve for a period of 3 years. Madam Speaker, this is a very important committee that should not be left in the hands of one person, the CEC for Health. The import of my amendment is to amend so that the county assembly has a role in approving the list that has been proposed by the county executive member. That is in the first part. The second part, subclause 4, which talks about the functions of the Community Health Committee, I'm again removing the reference to oversight, which is in 4A, that they will provide leadership and oversight in the implementation of health and other related community services. You know as well that is the function of county assembly to oversight. So I'm proposing to delete that word "oversight" and leave "provide leadership" in the implementation of health and other related community services.
I propose, Chair, you have a comment.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I agree with the amendments, the deletion of the word oversight and the introduction of the role of county assembly in that, so that when we go to vote is clear.
I propose the question that clause 20 be amended as Senator Mungatana.
I have no problem with the second bit of the amendment, but Madam Chair, when you look at the kind of committees that are approved through county assembly, it is the Public Service Commission, a county public service board, that normally goes through that process. If you take just these small committees like the one for health, Madam Speaker, I see like you will be creating expectations, very high expectations, because they will be like the Public Service Board. And then the process of getting those people through the county assembly, like many of you, you know it's a very a hectic process. And it might take longer than we anticipate, and this might delay in the implementation of this universal health care. I don't know, I was asking if my honorable senator does not feel very strongly about it, we can just leave it so that the county, the health minister can appoint. These people are not that, they're also not remunerated. So I would want to convince my colleague, if it is possible, if you don't feel very strongly about it, we can just leave the process to be as simple as that. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Senator Osotsi, I think it's important you respond to that.
Yeah, I fully agree with Senator Mungatana that maybe I can consider dropping that. And the basis is that in his amendment, he has proposed that the county assemblies will come up with a county legislation. So that may be covered there.
Thank you, Senator Osotsi, for that consideration. I propose the question that clause 20 be amended as proposed by the chair, Health Committee, and Senator Osotsi, subject to the clause that has been dropped, clause part A, 20 part A. Division at the end. Next.
Clause 21.
I propose the question that clause 21 be part of the bill. I invite Senator Godfrey Otsotsi to address us on the amendment.
Madam Speaker, I beg that my amendment in clause 21 be considered as per the order paper. And the import of this is that that clause 21 talks about miscellaneous provisions. Madam Speaker, I'm proposing to amend clause 21 so that we can insert the following clause, that despite section 9 that talks about the process of selecting these promoters, a person appointed as a community health volunteer or a community health worker at the commencement of this act shall be deemed to be appointed as a community health promoters under this act. The import of this amendment, Madam Speaker, is so that we do not sack the people who currently perform this role in our villages, called the CHVs. If we don't amend it this way, Madam Speaker, and pass this bill as it is, those people will not have a job because they will be required to go through the elaborate process that is in this bill to be appointed again, which will be very unfair. Some of them are yet to be paid. They are being owed a lot of money. And I think it's just proper that besides the process, the new process defined in Section 9, these people be allowed to transition as community health promoters, Madam Speaker.
Chair, Standing Committee on Health, members, can we consult in low tones? You agree that that's the same amendment
Yes,
you have proposed?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In fact, the proposal by Senator Ososi is similar to that of the committee, that we had also proposed to amend Section 9. A person appointed as a community health volunteer at the commencement of this act shall be deemed to be appointed as a community health promoter under this act. I think we agree with that amendment.
So who drops who? Do we take the chair as a proposal for amendment? We drop Otsotsis? Senator Otsotsi, do you accept to drop yours? We go by the Standing Committee on Health.
Yes, I'll go by the committee's position.
Thank you. So I propose the question that clause 21 be amended as proposed by Chair, Standing Committee on Health. I put the question that clause 21 be amended as proposed by Chair, Standing Committee on Health, division at the end. Next.
Clause 22.
I propose the question that clause 22 be part of the bill. I invite Senator Osotsi to prosecute that amendment.
Madam Speaker, I beg that my proposed amendment under clause 22 is taken as per the order paper. Madam Speaker, if you look at 22, which talks about the offenses and penalties and things that the community health promoter should not do. In the F, in the part I, it proposes that community health promoters shall not engage in other activities that may conflict with their duty. I am improving on this to insert the word political or any other activity, so that these particular people are not misused for political gain by any individual. And I think that is important, Madam Speaker, because these are people who are involved in health matters in our villages, and if they engage in partisan politics, that will derail their agenda.
Thank you,
so
Senator.
That is the basis.
Thank you, Senator Otsotsi. I propose the question that clause 22 be amended as proposed by Senator Otsotsi. I put the question that clause 22 be amended as proposed by Senator Otsotsi. Next.
Clause
division at the end.
Clause 23.
I propose the question that clause 23 be part of the bill. I invite the chair, who should be very brief, just take very little time.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move an amendment on clause 23, that clause 23 of the bill be amended by inserting the words "in consultation with county governments" immediately after the words "Cabinet Secretary shall."
I propose the question that clause 23 be amended as proposed by Chair, Standing Committee on Health. I put the question that clause 23 be amended as proposed by Chair, Standing Committee on Health. Next.
New clause 9A.
I invite the mover, Senator Mungatana, to move second reading of the new clause 9A.
Chairman, thank you, Madam Chair. The purpose of introducing clause 9A was actually advised by the legal department, and thanks for them.
Can you first move the question that clause 9A be now read a second time?
Thank you. I stand guided, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I move that clause 9A be read a second time. Madam Chair, the purpose of this clause 9A was...
Senator Boni Halwale, you know I can hear you laughing from this point. Can you reduce the excitement in the House?
Yes, Madam Chair, the purpose of the new clause 9A was to cover and explain what public participation in the selection of the community health promoters how it will be carried out. Madam Chair, we have provided for the publication of the notice for 7 days. We have provided that the CEC in charge will make sure the information reaches to everybody, including those who have disabilities and marginalized communities. We have provided that a register will be maintained. We have provided that a record of that meeting will be kept, minutes will be kept. We have provided also for the publication of the decision of who has been selected as the public health promoter. Madam Chair, we have also provided for the principles to be observed and the role of the county executive member. So this actually answers part of our concerns that were raised by myself and the Honorable Senator William Cheptumo. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I propose the question that new clause 9A be now read a second time. I put the question that new clause 9A be now read a second time. Division at the end. Next.
New clause 13A.
I invite Senator Godfrey Otsotsi to move this clause, new clause 13A.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the amendments on new clause 13A as per the order paper be taken. The essence of this...
You first move that the new clause 13A be now read a second time.
Thank you. I move that new clause 13A be now read a second time. Madam Speaker, this amendment is simply improving on what Senator Eddy had proposed on the financing of this bill. And says that the national government may, in accordance with the law relating to county government, additional allocation, provide such resources as may be necessary for effective performance of the functions of the county government under this act. Then 2 of it, the additional resources allocated under subsection 1 shall be a supplement and not a substitute to the resources allocated by the respective county government in respect of the delivery of primary health care services. Madam Speaker, this is to acknowledge that there will be instances when the donors or the national government may want to fund primary health care, especially in payment of community health promoters. Then that should be done through additional allocation. The law related to additional allocation. Madam Speaker, I beg senators to support this.
Thank you. I propose the question that new clause 13A be now read a second time. I put the question that new clause 13A be now read a second time. Division at the end. Next.
New clause 22A.
I invite Senator Otsotsi, the mover of that new clause, to move the clause.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that new clause 2A be read a second time.
22A.
22A, sorry, be read a second time. As I had previously alluded to, we deleted the data protection requirement for the community health promoters and said that we will come up with a global one. So this is a global clause on data protection that requires that the implementation of this act adheres to the provision of the Data Protection Act in the collection, processing, and the transmission of personal data under this act.
Thank you. I propose the question that the new clause 22A be now read a second time. I put the question that new clause 22A be now read a second time. Division at the end. Next.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill, and I request Senator Otsotsi to prosecute that amendment, followed quickly by Senator Eddy Okech.
Madam Speaker, I beg that clause 2A be taken as it is in the order paper. And this is basically to improve on the definition of a community health promoter, taking into account what has been amended. Number one, the transition of the CHVs to community health promoters. And number two, the procedure that Senator Mugatana has defined under Section 9, so that now the definition of a community health promoter will be a member of the community who is selected and appointed in accordance with Section 9 of this Act, or community health volunteer or community health worker who is deemed to be a community health promoter under Section 21(3) of this Act and is trained to provide community health services to defined household. So that improves that definition to take into account the transition of CHVs to promoters and also the process.
Thank you. Senator Eddy.
Chair, mine was, I would say similar, but not exact to what Senator Osotsi has said, because it was a consequential clause, having engaged the other side of the House and realized that they were going to amend a section 50, clause 15C. Clause 15C had sought to indicate that we were going to have remuneration to community health promoters. And that basically meant that you are going to employ them under our labor laws. The bare minimum that could be able to get is what is required as a minimum wage, which is not the exact truth. The exact truth here is the community health promoters are going to be given stipends, which I don't even think will pass 5,000. So I was trying to help the House to avoid issues of litigation by just maintaining them as volunteers who are just getting stipend. Because if you otherwise do anything that is not maintained as volunteers, then it means somebody will go to court that they need to be employed in a standard employment procedure in the country. And that's why I was proposing that we maintain these people as community health volunteers, just to avoid legislation.
Now, Senator, thank you, Senator Eddy. Senator Osotsi, your concerns in this amendment are addressed by the amendment that was taken by the Chair of Health Committee in clause number 21. Would you consider dropping that amendment in that circumstance? No.
Madam Speaker, the amendment by the committee chair is similar to my earlier amendment on the transitioning of community health volunteers to promoters. But the amendment I'm proposing on clause 2 is to just improve on the definition. It is not affecting the amendment by the chair. The amendment by the chair is on transition, as the one I had put. But this one on clause 2 is to improve on the definition so that it can capture the process under Section 9 as defined by Senator Mugatana, and also to bring in the element of transition of these CHVs to be promoters. So it is not doing damage to the amendment by the committee chair. It, in fact, is enhancing it and capturing transition issues.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you. That's well understood, Senator Osotsi. So I propose the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by Senator Godfrey Osotsi and Senator Eddy Okech. I put the question that clause 2 be amended as proposed by Senator Osotsi and Senator Eddy Okech. Division at the end. Next.
the title and clause 1.
I propose the question that the title and clause 1 be part of the bill. I put the question that the title and clause 1 be part of the bill, division at the end. We are now at the division stage. I will request the division bell to be rung for 1 minute, and the doors will be closed after that.
Maybe 3 minutes.
Okay. The division bell can run a little longer. 3 minutes. That's okay.
Senator Veronica Minor, currently chairing the Committee of the Whole, has directed the Sergeant at Arms to ring the quorum bell for 3 minutes. And this is to rally members of the Senate outside the presence of the Turkana County Assembly to make their way back into the chamber to allow the House raise the numbers required to commence on a division. This particular division is a division on a vote on the primary healthcare bill. This is Senate Bills number 44 of the year 2023. The primary healthcare bill seeks to provide a framework for the delivery of and access to the management of primary healthcare in the country. The bill seeks to promote as well as fulfill the rights of all persons in Kenya towards the progressive realization of their right to the highest attainable standards of healthcare in the country. This particular bill, the primary healthcare bill, also seeks to provide for the establishment of the primary healthcare workers network, as well as community healthcare units and other stakeholder-centered engagement forums for the sustainable provision of primary healthcare services. This particular bill further provides for the role of multidisciplinary team in the provision of primary healthcare services, as well as provision of the role of the community health officers, community health assistants, as well as community health promoters in the provision of community-based primary healthcare services. In the bill, the primary healthcare services shall be accessed at the community level or at a health facility in accordance with the Act and any other written law, and the services referred in this particular bill shall include the health promotion, prevention, curative rehabilitation, and palliative services. This particular bill has a number of proposals, and the county government under this particular bill shall facilitate the service delivery of primary health care by adopting supportive and innovative modern approaches for disease identification, disease monitoring, surveillance, early warnings, and community education and information sharing. The vote on
Senator Betty for nays. Clerk, please, can we move faster?
any minute from now. Allow me to hand you over.
So, honorable senators, we'll have one division, 4 questions. Honorable senators, we'll have one division, 4 questions. We have little time. We request that once you are called, please don't waste time. Just run straight and give us your response, and it will be taken. So we have 4 questions. Clause for division. Question 1, clause for deletion. I put the question that clause 14 be deleted as proposed. That's the first question. New clauses, that's the second question. I put the question that new clauses 9A, 13A, and 22A be now read a second time. Question 3, clauses with amendments. I put the question that clause 5, 9, 10, 13, clause 15, 16, clause 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 be amended, and clause 2 be amended as proposed. Question 4, all clauses. I put the question that clause 3, clause 4, clause 5 is amended, clause 6, clause 7 is amended, clause 8, clause 9 is amended, clause 10 is amended, clause 11, clause 12 is amended, clause 13 is amended, clause 18, clause 19 is amended, clause 15 is amended, clause 16 is amended, clause 17, clause 18, clause 19 is amended, clause 20 is amended, clause 21 is amended, clause 22 is amended, clause 23 is amended, new clauses 9A, 13A, 22A, clause 2 is amended, the title and clause 1 be part of the bill. Clerk, can you please call out the names? Those are the 4 questions.
Senator Abbas Sheikh Mohammed, Wajir County.
When you vote yes, you indicate you are voting for all questions, or you say yes for 3 questions and no if there is a no. But vote yes. If you are voting yes, you say yes for all questions.
Chair, I vote yes for all questions. Changes. All 4 questions.
Senator Aidan
It's only 4.
Tuma, Isiolo County. Senator Boy Isa Juma, Kwale County. Senator Cherarkei Samson, Nandi County. Senator Cheriot Aaron, Kericho County.
Madam Chairperson, I vote yes on all 4 questions.
Senator Alan Chesang, Trans Nzoia County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes for all 4 questions.
Senator Chute Mohammed Said, Marsabit County. Senator Ekoma James Nobenen, Turkana County.
Madam Speaker, I vote yes for all 4 questions.
Senator Haji Abdul, Garissa County.
Madam Chair, I vote for yes on all 4.
Senator Moses Kajwang, Homa Bay County.
Chair, Homa Bay vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Kamau Joseph Gituku, Lamu County.
Chair, I vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Katuri Murungi, Meru County. Senator Keroche Tabitha Karanja, Nakuru County. Senator Halwale Boni, Kakamega County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes for 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Senator Kipkirol William Cheptumo, Baringo County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes for the 4 questions.
Senator Kisang William Kipkemoi, Elgeyo Marakwet County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Lelegwe Eltumbesi, Samburu County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Manzo Daniel Kitonga, Makueni County. Senator Mazaya Stewart Machiru, Kilifi County. Senator Mandago Jackson, Uasin Gishu County.
Honorable Chair, I vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Matthew John Muya.
Honorable Chair, I vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Thank you.
Senator Mugeni Eric Okongo, Nyamira County. Senator Mundigi Alexander Munyi, Embu County.
Madam Chair, Embu County, Alexander Munyi Mundigi, I vote yes for 4 more questions.
Senator Mungatana Danson Buya, Tana River County.
I vote yes to all the 4 questions.
Senator Muthama Agnes Kavindu, Machakos County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes for the 4 questions.
Senator Murango James Kamau, Kirinyaga County.
Napiga ndio kwa maswali yote manne.
Senator Mwaruma Jones Mwashushe, Taita Taveta County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Mwenda Gataya Mofaya, Tharaka-Nithi County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes for the 4 questions.
Senator Mwinyi Haji Mohamed Faki, Mombasa County. Senator Nderitu John Kinywa, Laikipia County.
I vote yes for the 4 questions.
Senator Ngugi Joe, Muranga County.
I vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Ojienda Odhiambo Tom, Kisumu County. Senator Oginga Oburu, Siaya County.
Madam Chair, Siaya votes yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Okech Eddie Gishuru, Migori County.
Who is this person again?
Senator Okech Eddie Gicheru, Migori County.
Okay. Migori votes yes on all 4 questions.
Senator Okoiti Andrew Omtata, Busia County. Senator Olekina Ledama, Narok County. Senator Onyonka Richard Momoima, Kisii County. Senator Osoti Godfrey Atieno, Vihiga County.
I vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Recha Julius Murgor, West Pokot County.
Yes for all 4 questions.
Senator Roba Ali Ibrahim, Mandera County.
Mandera County, vote yes for all 4 questions.
Senator Seki Lenku Olekanar, Kajiado County.
Kajiado County vote yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Sifuna Edwin, Nairobi County.
Yes to all the 4.
Senator Thangwa Paul Karungo, Kiambu County.
Yes to all the 4.
Senator Wafula David Wakoli, Bungoma County.
Napiga ndio kwa maswali yote manne kwa niaba ya jimbo la Bungoma.
Senator Hillary Wakili Kiprotich Kisigei, Bomet County. Senator Wamatinga Wahome, Nyeri County.
Nyeri County votes yes for all the 4 questions.
Senator Wambua Enokio, Kitui County.
On all the 4 questions, Madam Speaker, I vote yes.
Can you quickly call out those who are not there, very quickly?
Senator Adandulo Fatuma, Isiolo County. Senator Boy Isa Juma, Kwale County. Senator Cherarkei Samson, Nandi County, Senator Chute Mohamed Said, Marsabit County, Senator Karuturi Murungi, Meru County, Senator Tabitha Keroche Karanja, Nakuru County, Senator Maanzo Daniel Kitonga, Makueni County, Senator Mamadzayo Stuart Machiru, Kilifi County, Senator Mogeni Eric Okongo, Nyamira County, Senator Mwinyihaji Mohamed Faki, Mombasa County, Senator Ojienda Odhiambo Tom, Kisumu County, Senator Okoiti Andrew Omtata, Busia County, Senator Olekina Ledama, Narok County, Senator Onyonka Richard Mumoima, Kisii County, Senator Wakili Hilary Sigei, Bomet County.
Thank you. Now we can have the results of the division. Honorable members, these are the results of the division. 32 A's, 0 nays, 0 abstentions, 0. The ayes have it. I now call upon the mover to come in.
Madam Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Primary Health Care Bill, Senate Bill number 44 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments.
I put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Primary Health Care Bill, Senate Bills number 44 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker,
Senators, order, senators. I call upon the chair, the committee chair, to make report.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the Primary Health Care Bill, Senate Bills number 44 of 2023, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Thank you. Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee on the said report, and I request Senator Eddie Okech to second.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
I propose the question that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I put the question that the House do agree with the committee on the said report. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Primary Health Care Bill, Senate Bill number 44 of 2023, be now read a third time. I request Senator Fokitui Deputy Minority Leader Senator Enoch Wambua to second.
You wish. Mr. Speaker, I second.
Thank you. I propose the question that the Primary Healthcare Bill, Senate Bills number 44 of 2023, be now read a third time. I put the question that the Primary Healthcare Bill, Senate Bills number 44 of 2023, be now read a third time. Division. Sergeant at Arms, lock the doors and draw the bar. Tellers for the ayes and nays. Miraj for the ayes. Let us proceed and vote.
Senator Abbas Sheikh Mohammed, Wajir County.
Honorable Speaker, I vote yes for the bill.
Senator Adan Dulo Fatuma, Isiolo County. Senator Boy Issa Juma, Kwale County. Senator Cherarkei Samson, Nandi County. Senator Cheriot Aaron Kipkirui, Kericho County.
I vote yes.
Senator Chesang Alan Kiprotich, Trans Nzoia County.
I vote yes.
Senator Chute Mohammed Said, Marsabit County. Senator Ekomwa James Lomenen, Turkana County.
I vote yes.
Senator Haji Abdul Mohammed, Garissa County. Senator
I vote yes.
Senator Kajwang Moses Otieno, Homa Bay County.
Homa Bay votes yes.
Senator Kamau Joseph Githuku, Lamu County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Kathuri Murungi, Meru County. Senator Keroche Tabitha Karanja, Nakuru County. Senator Khalwale Boni, Kakamega County.
Madam Chair, I vote yes.
Senator Kipkiror William Cheptumo.
I'm very sorry. Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes. Sir.
Senator Kipkiror William Cheptumo, Baringo County.
Mr. Speaker, Baringo County votes yes.
Senator Kisang William Kipkemoi, Elgeyo Marakwet County.
Speaker, Elgeyo Marakwet County votes yes.
Senator Lelegwe Steve Lutumbesi, Samburu County. Senator
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Manzo Daniel Kitonga, Makueni County. Senator Madzayo Stewart Mochiru, Kilifi County. Senator Mandago Jackson Kiplagat, Uasin Gishu County.
Honorable Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Methu John
Honorable Speaker, I
Muhia,
vote
Nyandaro
yes.
County. Senator Mugeni Eric Okongo, Nyamira County. Senator Mundigi Alexander Munyi, Embu County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, Embu County, Alexander Munyi Mondigi, County 14, number 14. Yes.
Senator Mungatana Danson Buya, Tana River County.
I vote yes.
Senator Murango James Kamau, Kirinyaga County.
Yes.
Senator Mudhama Agnes Kavindu, Machakos County.
Mr. Speaker, Machakos votes yes.
Senator Mwaruma Jones Mwashushe, Taita Taveta County.
I vote yes.
Senator Mwenda Gataya Mofaya,
I
Tharaka
vote
Nithi
yes.
County.
I vote yes.
Senator Mwinyihaji Mohamed Faki, Mombasa County. Senator Nderitu John Kinywa, Laikipia County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Ngugi Joe Joseph Nyutu, Murang'a County.
Mr. Speaker, Murang'a votes yes.
Senator Ojienda Odhiambo Tom, Kisumu County. Senator Oginga Oburu, Siaya County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Okech Eddie Gisheru, Migori County.
Mr. Speaker, after long deliberation and having considered, Migori votes yes.
Senator Okoiti Andrew Omtata, Busia County. Senator Olekina Ledama, Narok County. Senator Onyonka Richard Momoima, Kisii County. Senator Otsotsi Godfrey Atieno, Vihiga County.
I vote yes.
Senator Recha Julius Murgor, West Pokot County.
I vote yes.
Senator Roba Ali Ibrahim, Mandera County.
Mandera County, vote yes.
Senator Seki Lenku Olekanar, Kajiado County.
Kajiado County, vote yes.
Senator Sifuna Edwin Watenya, Nairobi County.
Mheshimiwa Spika, kwa niaba ya Nairobi napiga ndio.
Senator Dhangwa Paul Karungo, Kiambu County.
Napiga ndio.
Senator Wafula David Wakoli, Bungoma County. Bungoma wanathibitisha kwa kupiga ndio. Senator Wakili Hilary Kiprotich Sigei, Bomet County. Senator Wamatinga Wahome, Nyeri County.
Nyeri County votes yes.
Senator Wambua Enoch Kiyo, Kitui County.
Mr. Speaker, as I bring this business to a close, in the County Assembly of the Cradle of Mankind, Mr. Speaker, Kitui votes yes.
So Senator Adan Dulo Fatuma, Isiolo County. Senator Boy Isa Juma, Kwale County. Senator Cherarkei Samson, Nandi County. Senator Chute Mohamed Said, Marsabit County. Senator Kathuri Murungi, Meru County. Senator Keroche Tabitha Karanja, Nakuru County. Senator Maanzo Daniel Kitonga, Makueni County. Senator Madzayo Stewart Mwachiru, Kilifi County. Senator Mogeni Eric Okongo, Nyamira County. Senator Mwinyihaji Mohamed Faki, Mombasa County. Senator Ojienda Odhiambo Tom, Kisumu County. Senator Okoiti Andrew Omtata, Busia County. Senator Olekina Ledama, Narok County. Senator Onyonka Richard Momoima, Kisii County. Senator Wakili Hilary Kiprotich, Bomet County.
Honorable Senators, these are the results. Ayes 32, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to provide a framework for the delivery for and access to the management of primary health care and for connected purposes.
Sergeant at Arms, open the doors and remove the bars. Honorable Senators, we are going to defer the following orders. Order number 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. What is your point of order?
In the House. Mr. Speaker, I stand under Standing Order number 40. No, 41. And the Speaker, noticing that there is no quorum, I wanted to seek your indulgence whether indeed the House is sitting or as should be constituted.
Thank you, Senator. We've already. Honorable Senators, there being no other business on the order paper, the Senate stands adjourned until Tuesday, 3rd October 2023 at 2:30 p.m. at the Senate Chambers, Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.
That marks the end of Senate Mashinani plenary sitting in Turkana County this afternoon. And remember, this particular Senate Mashinani is the third edition of the Senate in counties after successful Senate sittings in Uasin Gishu as well as Kitui County. The House has considered a number of businesses. Among them is amendments to the primary healthcare bill that had a few amendments that had been proposed to that particular bill. And after the division this afternoon, the House has adopted amendments to the primary healthcare bill. After that, a couple of senators are traveling to Nairobi County owing to a meeting that has been set for tomorrow with the head of state, and that occasioned the early ending of the Senate sitting in Turkana County. Usually the business of the Senate goes to around 5:30 p.m., but that not 6:30 p.m., but that notwithstanding, it has been a successful third sitting of the Senate in Turkana County. We've had senators deliberating on areas of engagement with the county executive as well as stakeholders at the local and the national level. Among areas that has been highlighted during this, so to speak, 3 days plenary sitting is the aspect of power connectivity in Turkana County, matters infrastructure, as well as addressing the things to do with improvement of social amenities such as schools and hospitals in the county of Turkana. This is county number 023 in the Republic of Kenya that had the honors of hosting the third sitting of the Senate Mashinani in Turkana County. And you've been watching this particular live broadcast courtesy of KBC Channel 1 as well as the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit. Allow me to hand you over to our broadcasting house in Nairobi so we can follow up on other programmings. Good afternoon.